Hey everyone, it's Ben from Faggots Play Games. How's it going, Ben?
It's alright.
What did you do with your deck today?
I went to day 2 YCS Sydney and I did alright. Playing Mekk Knight Invoked.
Mekk Knight Invoked, what a legend. Tell me, how many Mekk Knight Invoked were in top 64?
One. Yeah, it was me.
What a champ, representing the Mekk Knight Invoked community. Alright, let's get into it.
To start off, I played 8 Alistar.
You want to face them?
Yeah. So I played 8 Alistar. Oh no, 7 Alistar, so 3 Alistars, 2 Terraforming and 2 Meltdown. The reason why I chose 2 Terraforming and 2 Magical Meltdown is because I can like set my stuff within, like, I can set this and then line up columns rather than just playing 3 this and then 1 of this.
You also get the spells in for the strikers cards, eh?
So yeah, 7 Alistar, 2 Invocation, and then 1 Book of the Law.
Yeah. Ever feel like you wanted a third Invocation to hard draw when they always ash your Alistar?
Like if this just gets ashed, you usually just go into like the Madness. So you usually just go into this guy and like, because I play like Instant Fusion, you can like Instant Fusion and Brilliant Fusion, you can just like summon them here and then like discard a card, search an Invocation. So like I found just playing 2 is fine.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. So Mekk Knights, I main 3 Blue Sky, 2 Nightfall, and 1 Indigo. I was testing this with just 1 Red Moon. The reason why is because like Red Moon, you can usually just like, if you open Red Moon, he can just go here and like you can put him in defense, making him 26 body, like booty. But
why didn't you play him then?
Because there'll be some weird matchups where people only go like only leave you enough with 1 column. So like if you go Blue Sky Search 2 or like you go this guy Search 1, like it's just a little bit better. But if you want, you can just change this out for Red Moon, link away, and then just banish.
So why did you play 2 purple Nightfall and not 3?
You play the reason why I see a lot of people playing 3 purple Nightfall and then 2 blue. I don't know why they play that, because if you're playing like an OTK deck, you should be just trying to link away as much as you can. These things you link away, while these ones you like banish to search. And what was happening a lot today, people were like ogreing this. They'd ogre this and then it just died, then you don't get the search anyway, so yeah.
So Ogre was relevant over the weekend, you'd say?
Yeah. Whenever I put this on the field and I go like end phase effect, they go Ogre on that.
Correct.
If they survive. And then Brilliant Fusion. So I play 3 Brilliant Fusion, 1 Snow, and then 1 Garnet. It was mainly Bowden that told me to play Fairytale Snow. I was playing Damage Juggler, so I could like instead just link it away straight away, but we found that just that extra 18 damage is really, like 1850 damage is really beneficial. And
how was it when you drew the snow though?
Like when I drew it was fine. I just like Book of the Moon something. Like I wish most of the time I wish it was Alistar, but a lot of the time when I was opening it, I actually was opening it with Brilliant Fusion, so I just dump a Mekk Knight instead. And then like I can normal summon this Book of the Moon something like, let's say.
Yeah, discard it for the Alistar link.
Yeah, and then like you know, you can Book of the Moon a like a Colossus. So yeah, that's that. Hand traps. 3 Veiler. If I had impermanence, I still wouldn't play him. You need the light target, and it is level 1, so you can go into Link Karibo.
How often did you summon Link Karibo this weekend?
Probably every game. Like every game that I
Wait,
could.
what?
Yeah.
But you summoned Effect Veiler. Oh wait, no, that's
But
right.
like yeah, I've got other things that go into it.
Oh,
so
okay, right.
3 Ash because it's Ash,
Yeah,
and then 3
that's not
Ogre.
Golden.
I'm siding Droll because Droll was really good against like Sky Striker matchups, but this usually just hits the multi-roll and just stupid shit. The thing that came worse in the day, I think, was mainly Effect Veiler. If I could just change out Effect Veiler for maybe another hand trap, like if I had Bells, there'd be Bells, but other than that.
Even if it reduces the light monsters?
Like, usually, you got Mekk Knights, they're fine. And like, if it comes down to it, if you go Brilliant Fusion, like, this thing at the end of the day is a light target, so. And then 3 Gamma Seal, which like a lot of people were yelling at me about playing like, let's say just like 3 Gamma Seal and then 1 Humongous, like sticky strings. But
So you didn't play against the Paleo player that made it to top cut?
I was sitting next to him, but like I find 3 Gamma Seal fine. You can play 4, but there was a game where
4 Gamma Seal? Yeah.
like 4 card use, but I found just opening multiples is just really bad. It's just something you just meant to like destroy something on their field like a Colossus or something, and that's it. You don't want to open multiples. Spells, I play 3 Instant Fusion, 3 Twin, and then 1 Hornet Drones for the 1 card Alistar. And the targets for Instant Fusion are your Raijin and then 1,000 Eyes. This card came in clutch so much today.
Take the Strike Link, can't summon Ray.
Yeah. What?
If you take the Striker Link,
Yeah, exactly.
they can't summon Ray when it leaves the field.
Yeah, exactly. But mainly for like, I was stealing people's, what do they call it? Colossus. I was stealing a lot of people's, like my own Kaiju's back and everything. And it just like sets up columns for your Mekk Knights. So. And then when you like hard draw and you don't see an Alistar, you can like summon something, go Raijin, and then like if you have to, you can link it away and then like link it away into this thing, and then if you have another way to fusion again, you can like, yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
We'll go extra deck. So. Sorry, give me a sec. So, yeah. 1 Link Karibo for the 1,000 Eyes, and then for your effect failures, 1 Kagari. So that's it for the level 1, Link 1s. For Link 2s, 1 Alistar, 1 Phoenix. I didn't need Cerberus. Like fair, there were a lot of games where it's like, oh, I wish I could just kill a Titan or something with it, but
didn't like Underclock or a second Invoker?
Just doesn't fit it, and you shouldn't be playing a second Invoker because you're playing an OTK deck. You're not really grinding out games, and if you're forced to grind out, you usually just sit on your like all your Mekk Knight stuff or just 1 big Mecha bar. Unicorn, I went in this once the entire weekend, so if anything, if I had to cut anything, I'd probably be Unicorn. And then Decode, which I went into a lot.
Makes the extra damage easy.
Yeah, like, you go like, there's a lot of hands where you can just end up with Decode Talker, and then like, Megalenica, and then just something here, then something there. So this thing just pushes for so much extra damage, especially if you put like, your Kaiju in the same column, it's just an extra 50 damage, 500 damage.
Well, minus 2,200 from that damage, yeah, but yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and that's it for the Link 3s. Link 4s, Soryuja and Borolo Dragon. I don't have Boral Sword, but if I had Boral Sword, it probably would have been taken over by this slot rather than this slot, because a lot of the times, if I open Garnet, I can just shuffle Garnet back with this if I have a decent hand for it. So
did you ever make Soryuja without the Brilliant Fusion to put the Garnet back so you could use the Brilliant Fusion?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did it twice on the weekend.
Neato.
And that's it for the Link 4s. And then you've got your 2 Mechabar, 1 Magdalenica, 1 Purgatrio, and then 1 Raijin. I didn't play Coctius, I didn't like Coctius, even though I'm like... Cocytus. And the other ones are shit. And I was contemplating on playing Elysium, because you can like link away... Like you can link away this, and then use something else that you've like let's say anything else, and you can just banish this and like another extra deck monster and bring out Elysium. But I really didn't need to, because that thing's just a 30k anyways, and that's more than enough.
30k.
3k, and then of course your 1,000 Eyes, and then Seraphina.
Okay. Show us the side deck. Show us the goodies, the tech.
So 3 Droll, 3 Lancia. Drolls are like pretty standard, Sky Strikers, random jank and shit. I was mainly just siding this a lot. Lancia, I sided mainly against Rongo decks, and what was the other ones?
Thunder Dragon?
Yeah, Thunder Dragon. So they couldn't just overextend on turns.
Did it help with Thunder Dragons?
No. They just grind it out a little bit harder. And they know that they're already versing you going second deck, so if they're grinding, then yeah. Well.
Ripperoni.
And then 3 Called by the Grave, which I'd rarely sided in. It was only like against Trickstar, which is the matchups like that I lost against, where this thing came relevant, so I could like banish their droll, but never really came up. So 2 Mind Control. I wouldn't be playing the 3rd, and I don't like playing it in main because it's just like it technically is a dead card, especially if they make you go first. If you're going like against a going first deck. And like most Thunder Dragons, they'll end up with like double Colossus and then Titan. So like this thing only removes 1, and I know Instant Fusion is kind of like a way to remove as well, but at least Instant Fusion you're extending your play still, while this is just stealing it, and then that's it. 2 Reboot for Altergeist that I never versed. 1 Duster, and because I panicked to do my my deck list, I only had 1 extra trap, which was Wiretap.
What was that supposed to be?
It should have just been an extra Duster, but if I was smart enough, I would have just made these 2 scapegoats. And the reason why is if you're forced to go second against a going. If you're forced to go first against a going second deck, you can easily just put down 2 scapegoat and then just end up with Borrelade.
And hope they don't Purgatory you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's it for the deck profile.
Yeah, right. Any ending notes? Any honourable mentions?
I'd like to thank Luke Campese. He actually... No, Luke did help out a lot, and Bowden kind of whipped me into shape to actually start playing YGO again, so... And thanks for Dylan for coming along and, helping me out.
Giving you shit?
Yeah, giving me shit all weekend. For losing your matchups I probably shouldn't have, so... Yeah. That's it for the deck profile. I'll see you in the next one.